New year, new me, right? I'm going to give you my unique take on all this. Happy New Year! Whoop whoop! 2024. Here we are, and I'm sitting in my office bathtub. I'm not actually like naked in it, but just sitting here. I wanted to talk to you today because I feel like so many people, talk about, okay, New Year's resolutions, all this, like it's going to be great. I'm going to just totally shift my life and my health. And I mean, the gyms are packed. Everyone has great intentions. But how many people fail within this first 6 weeks? Most. I don't know the stat on it. I should have looked that up. But I, I see it every year. People commit to their health, which I think is great. But we try to do such a 180 that it's not sustainable. You go from this life of stress, you don't have time for it, to being like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym at 5 a.m. every single morning. I'm going to eat healthy and just eat meat, protein, vegetables. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the Whole30 diet. I'm going to do, which is fine. I'm not saying those things aren't great. But then, it's winter, it's cold, it's dark, which, the darkness. And we can't sustain it long term because it's just such a drastic change. So I want to talk to you about what I think you should do. I think you don't need to go out and set these crazy new goals. I think you need to do not just a 180. Let's just do little ticks, like little 60-degree turns. And then it becomes more of a lifestyle and sustainable and not such a shock to your nervous system of like, whew, we're changing all this. And then, oh my God, it's so much. I'm exhausted from doing this. I'm not used to this. I want you to change your lifestyle and I want you to be healthy, but I also want it to be sustainable. So hear me out. What do I think you should do? Well, first of all, January, if you know anything about Chinese medicine, it's not necessarily the best time to set these drastic changing goals. I mean, it's winter. We're supposed to be hibernating and resting and resetting. Your body actually naturally produces more melatonin in the winter for like sleep because you are supposed to be restoring and nurturing your nervous system, nurturing your body and slowing down, not forcing yourself to get up at 3 a.m., run 3 miles when you've never run 3 miles, lift weights, do all this stuff, and then go until 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's not the right time for that. And I think that also contributes, my personal opinion, to why so many people fail. Because January, yes, it's a new year, and I love, 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 love setting goals and having that checklist. Timing wise in the year, it's not necessarily the best. It would be more like a spring or summer when it's lighter out. We have more, it's warmer, less darkness, and we're not producing as much melatonin, so we don't want to like go to bed as much. It's a little bit more sustainable. So here's what I'm doing with like my professional athletes and celebrities. We are just, and those are high driven individuals already, but we need to like nurture and restore. Sometimes we need to slow down. I want you to get on the same plan. So for the new year, give me the 30-second reset. That's it. Like we're just going to do that for January, maybe some of February, all of February. But we need to focus. Let's focus on your nervous system and restoring and nurturing that. So the 30-second reset is figure out something that you enjoy and do it for 30 seconds a day without your freaking phone. Okay. That's key term. It doesn't have to do with technology. And why is this so important? Research has shown that we only need 30 seconds just to like essentially like ground yourself, and just it allows you to breathe and your body be like, okay, it takes you out of that fight or flight. So what are some ideas? Go walk to the mailbox and back because you're getting some kind of sunlight, which is great, especially in the winter when it's dark. I like sitting and enjoying my cup of coffee with the fire turned on, not by my phone. And please set a timer on your phone. I have patients that go dangle their feet in the hot tub or pool and have a tea or coffee. Once again, setting their alarm. I have some athletes who really like to do the 30-second breathing. They listen to that Breathe Out of Tension series before bed, and that's what they do. It's endless what you can do, but it has to be something for yourself, not for your kids, not for your husband, not for your friend. Like, this is for you and you only. Like, no one else is invited. Maybe it's hop in the shower and sing for 30 seconds with a hot. I just want you to do that 30 seconds, which seems very easy. But when you're super busy, 30 seconds is hard. It's very hard. So we start at 30 seconds. And then if we can up it in 6 weeks or a month to 45 seconds, perfect. Perfect. This also helps you. I think we feel so much shame when we set these high goals of 180 our life and changing, and we let ourselves down, and then we beat ourselves up and feel so much shame. And then we're like, fuck it. I'm not doing any of it. Like, clearly I failed. I don't want to set you up for failure. Like, my goal is to have a game plan to set you up for success. So if we can do just a 30-second thing, and then you're like, okay, Audra, I do want to move more. Cool. Well, it doesn't have to be 7 days a week in these workout classes. Like, if you've never done that before, why do you think your body's going to all of a sudden jump in? Like, that is such a crazy schedule shift and mindset shift that long term it's not sustainable. Give me 2 days of 15 to 20 minutes of weightlifting. And you can do it in your kitchen. You can do it with your kid. If you enjoy the community, go to the gym. But it doesn't have to be this hour-long thing. It just needs to be a little bit. Make it realistic. So you have your 30-second thing, and then you have 2 things of movement. I am highly, highly a big fan of a walk. Give me a walk. Give me 20 minutes twice a week of weightlifting. It doesn't have to be hard. And if you're like, well, Audra, what about my diet? Like, hello, I need to lose weight. Okay, we'll look at it. Are you fasting all the time? That long term is not great, though it should be prescribed for certain circumstances. You need to be eating high protein. Like, more protein, the better. That's like a simple thing. So why don't you just say, okay, I'm going to incorporate like a really high protein breakfast, because studies show if you get more than 20 grams of protein at breakfast, you're going to be full throughout the day. And like, it's just going to help you set you up and your hormones on a perfect trajectory. So I really try to have bacon, sausage, eggs, something or a lot of it to fuel my day before, keyword, before your coffee. So I wanted to put out this episode so that you can cut yourself a break. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because that means you're more likely to fail. Then you're more likely to beat yourself up, more likely to spiral and feel shame, and then not do anything. And I want you to be successful in 2024, and I want a game plan that works for you. And we're going to talk about some of these things in Restore Your Pelvic Floor, because so many people want to fix peeing themselves or want better sex, or, they have this hip and back pain that's related to their pelvic floor, so it never fully goes away. And they need something little, not 30 minutes of exercises that none of us are going to do. So seats are super limited. It might be sold out already, and it's the only time I'm offering it this year. My schedule is insane. So go sign up for that. If that's full and you want to work with me and my team, the Elite Edge Club is also an option. But let's have a successful 2024. Start with a 30-second reset. Please message me at Dr. Audra Lance on Instagram and share with me what you're doing for that 30 seconds. Like, what brings you pleasure? Send this episode to a friend so you can hold each other accountable. You can text each other every day. Like, I do that with multiple people, friends, patients, husband. And then you're setting up an accountability partner. So for this episode, to say that you guys are going to commit to this, and let's all do this together. I'm so excited for you. Cheers.